We need to take this cap, though. And if I see that Stug, I'm going to kill him. Here we go. Shoot on the move. Whoa, nice shot on the move. That's why they call me nethervoid, bitches. Hey guys, welcome back to dungeongurunet. This is nethervoid doing another strategy series, this time on the KV-3. I know it's been a little while since I've done a strategy series on a tank. Right off the bat, I wanted to get this out of the way that the strategy series on maps will take a while to get to. I'm not going to rush those things. They do take forever, and I'm just not going to pour hours and hours and hours each week into them because it's going to screw up the rest of the schedule. So I'm working on Himmelsdorf, and it's probably a third of the way done, and I'll post those when I can. And those are just going to be coming out at random, kind of like once a month maybe or something. That's because they take forever. Secondly, I'd like to thank Sergeant Ponage72. I know he gets a lot of shout outs, but he kind of deserves it. I mean, he helps me out a lot. He sent me a link for another promo code for the Tetrach, as you can see right here, this tier 2 premium tank. And I'm not sure if he get a garage slot or not. Neither him nor I could figure that out. But all you have to do is go to the promo code section. I think you find that from the gold, buying gold area, and type in New Year NA, one word, all caps. You're seeing it on the screen right now, and you'll get this Tetrach tank, which is a pretty cool tank. It's pretty. I've went up against it with these French tanks, and it's pretty beefy. It's got good armor. It moves pretty quickly. It's pretty fun. Hey, free tank. You know what can you expect? But you know, back to the KV3 here. Let me get it up here. So with that talked about, let's go to the stats and overall playstyle of this thing. The KV3 is one of the slowest tanks in the game. It's even slower than the KV. The acceleration is one of the poorest in the game, and it's just a very, very slow-moving tank. With that said, it does have one of the biggest guns for a tier 6, which is really great for its playstyle, which is kind of a pop out and shoot 'em kind of a tank, pushing a big line, getting in people's faces, and pretty much tearing people apart. Even higher tiers, tier 7 and 8. I don't really care. I've gone up against Tiger 2s, no problem. If the Tiger 2 player is good, you're going to have a hard time, but you can go up against higher tier tanks with this thing. So this is pretty much a pop-out style tank. Pop-out, shoot, reload while you're hiding again. Or you can be pushing kind of heavy on the line, putting your turret in people's face, trying to make a hole so your buddies can move up behind you. So let's look at the stats. 870 hit points. Really pretty decent for tier 6, but you know, when you get to tier 7 and 8, they're going to mow you down pretty easy. That's not many hit points. You can survive. That's probably 2 shots from a tier 9, so you really can't survive much from a tier 9. The engine power, again, 600 horsepower on pushing 69 tons is really why it doesn't have much acceleration. 32 speed limit. You do get up to this on a flat terrain just as you build up speed, so it's pretty good. 20 traverse speed. It really turns like just a slug. You really can't turn around. Backing up, same thing. It's really horrible. So pretty much once you're dedicated to go a certain way, you're pretty much stuck going that direction. It's really hard to turn around. 120 hull armor in the front, pretty okay for a tier 6. It's actually pretty good. And 90 and 80 on the sides and rear, still really good armor. This turret, 130 in the front, 115 on the sides. Really good armor for a tier 6. This thing bounces a lot of shots, and it does have lots of angling, if you can see. And there might not be really steep angles, or these are very steep angles right here, but they still do help out a lot. The gun's huge. We'll go over that later. 25 turret traverse, again, it's going to be pretty easy to circle you. In fact, that's probably the best way to kill a KV3 is to circle it. But you know, a KV3 should have its side up against a wall or its butt up against the side of a cliff or something to not allow it to be circled. If you do get tracked and somebody's trying to circle you, you need to fix your track. 5.5 to fix track if you put it in the center here. View range 380, really not that great, but you're going to be pushing those guys, so it's not horrible. But you know, it could be better. 380 is really actually pretty poor. But you should be kind of advancing. You should not be sniping, so the 380 is not going to hurt you that bad. All right, let's go. Let's skip weak points. This is not a tier 7. I'll go over a couple machine gun turret viewport right there. Don't hit it in the mantlet. Hit it in the lower plate. All over the sides and back. You know, probably down here in the hull. The tracks are very big. You tend to hit the tracks a lot on this tank, and that's it for weak points since I'm not really supposed to go over them anyway. Okay, I'll be right back with research. Oh no, we're doing modules. Sorry about that. So the radio here, not that great. 500 meters, not a great radio. Get it anyway. It'll still work for you, but later in the game, when you're on total opposite sides of the map with maybe somebody trying to help you guys RTB, you might not be able to see what they're doing or see the enemies. Tracks, it does go up by 3 degrees. This thing is a slug stock. It almost barely moves at all. So getting the track upgrade does help a lot with turning and stuff. The engine upgrade is not going to help you a lot. 40 horsepower is really not going to help. So you're still going to be a slug, but you'll move a little faster, get a little more acceleration. Still not great. The turret, big upgrade here with the 130 armor in the front. Try to keep the front of your turret facing the enemy. Do not turn sideways if you can help it. You do get a little bit of armor upgrade on the turret there. A slight decrease to traverse, which can be expected with that much armor increase, and a slight increase to view range. So again, turret is pretty good, pretty well armored. The gun is really what's awesome about this tank. You start out with a 120 pen gun, 160 damage is not that great. I'm not sure. I think you can load all these guns on whichever turret you. Oh no, you can't. I'm gonna buy that. Let's see what you can and can't do with this turret. So yeah, okay, to mount the 188 gun or the 122, you're gonna need the upgraded turret. You can mount the 107, which you should have from the KV. I did sell it, but you should be able to mount it right away. So get that 107 on there right away. I don't know. Let's see if you can do that with the tracks. I am kind of purchasing a lot of stuff that requires more load capacity, so you won't be able to do that till you get the tracks. So you're gonna have to get the tracks first, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But you do need the upgraded turret to get the biggest gun, and I do recommend this 122. Again, because you're going to be playing pop-out, you're going to be reloading when nobody can see you, so it doesn't really matter how long it takes your gun to reload. You do want that 390 damage, especially at tier 6. This thing wrecks. I mean, you're going to pwn noobs. I one-shot guys, and you'll see in the video coming up, I one-shot, I don't want to blow it, I don't want to ruin it, but I do one-shot a guy on the move, too. And so this 390 does add a lot to... a lot of people will stick with this 300 damage gun, but the extra 90 damage is pretty awesome, plus you get a little bit of penetration. So those are the modules. We'll be right back for research. So here we are back on andrewpunk's account, and you can see the whole tech tree is unlocked here. And so this is going to be a pretty standard tech tree, like a lot of other heavies. It kind of works the same way. You're going to go right for those tracks, because you're going to need that just to mount this 107. So go straight for the tracks. Then right after that, you just throw the 107 on. It should be unlocked for the KV. If you've watched other videos, you know to unlock everything on the tank previous, because you're going to need this kind of stuff, these bigger guns and stuff. Once you get that 107, this tank's going to own, even though you don't have the engine yet. From there, I get the upgraded turret and go straight for this 122. Just go for that biggest gun. You're going to want to. This thing is going to make you a force to be reckoned with, even against tier 7s and 8s. So just go after the tracks, go straight for that turret and that big gun. Then after that, you're going to want to get this engine so you get your mobility up, even though it's not much of a gain. It is a gain, and you're going to want to get that. And then I'd get the radio to get a little bit more range out of it, and then unlock the idiot gun if you have not unlocked it, and go right for the IS. Pretty simple tech tree, and I'll throw it up on this side, the priority, and let's get back to my account. So here we are back on my account, and next up is equipment. I don't load equipment unless it's tier 7, as you probably already heard me say. But if I was going to load equipment, obviously it'd be vent, rammer. That's going to help that 122 reload speed a lot. And then I'd probably get spall liner, because this thing is so damn slow. Where is spall liner? Oh, right here. So this thing is so slow, you will get RD'd. That's probably the main thing that damages you. Or people will be shooting HE rounds at you. So that spall liner is going to help with both of those things. In the beginning, you could put a torsion bar on there, and that'll let you load the 107 immediately before you get the track. So if you have one laying around and you don't mind spending the 10 gold to remove it, throw those torsion bars on there and get that 107 loaded immediately. That's going to help you with credits and XP right off the bat. So now that equipment's done, let's do some consumables. I only put, again, on tier 5 and 6, on tier 1 through 4, I put nothing. Tier 5 and 6, I only put the repair kits, and that's really just to keep me, if I'm in a tough spot, to repair my tracks, or maybe to repair my engine or something like that. But again, these are your money makers, so you don't want to spend too much on these consumables because it really eats up your cash. And you're going to need that cash to get your tier 7 and 8 tanks, so try not to use too many consumables on these tier 5s and 6s. So 5-5 for tracks if you put that repair kit in the middle there. Hit 5 and then 5 again. For rounds, I probably don't need these HE rounds. I can probably put more AP rounds, probably like 33 AP rounds and maybe 7 HE rounds, and these HE rounds are really just if I go up against like tier 9s. But with this 122 and 175 pen, you probably won't ever use them. I never do. And also with the slow reload speed, I never run out of ammo. The game just don't last long enough for me to run out of ammo. So that's pretty much the whole thing. Crew, my crew is not at 100%. Looks like for these guys. Before I actually got this crew again when I bought the KV3 for the second time because I'd moved all this crew onto my IS. I'm letting this KV3 sit around in the garage until the Russian tree gets revamped. At that point, I will get a free tank and also a free garage slot. It's the same thing for the KV, so if you do have your KV, do not sell it. Keep the bobblehead on it, keep the KV2 turret on it, and you'll get an extra slot. And so since you have the KV and the KV3, you should get 2 extra slots. So if you have this tank sitting like this, or actually you only have to have the bobblehead unlocked. So if you have these 2 tanks, then you're going to get 2 free slots, and that's why this crew is not up to 100%. Once they do hit 100%, I recommend all repair on your whole crew. And again, like I've always said, when you're going from tier 6 to tier 7, make sure you get 100% on your crew before you move on. That way you only have to grind up 10%. For the next tank. So that's going to do it for this tank, and I'm going to get into a game and show you a ridiculous game I recorded with this thing. Again on Siegfried Line, which you've seen a lot. I just love that map. I tend to have really good games on that map, and I'll tell you why when you see the game. So check it out, guys. So here we are on Siegfried Line. Spawn about middle of the pack. Not great. But again, just tier 6s is going to happen to you a lot. So you just have to grin and bear it. It's just the way the matchmaker works. There's one of the nice French tanks, the tier 9, I think. But unless they change the matchmaker, this is what you can expect. I mean, tier 8's not that much higher than me, I guess. But there are tier 5s on the board. I really wish it was just 3 tiers swing, but you know, whatever. So I think I like these city maps best because the enemy makes a lot of mistakes, and I like to pick apart those mistakes. And when you don't have a lot of different ways you can turn, then you just basically just shoot out. And it's really hard to get flank moves. It can be really hard to, you know, find enemy weaknesses or have them catch them in mistakes. So I'm going to prevent. It looks like we got a lot of guys going this way. There's a typical enemy rollout into the city, which I'm going to try to circumvent here, especially since my tank is so weak. Well, I'm not weak, but I'm, you know, about halfway up the list here. What do we got here? KV. I'll follow this IS-3. So yeah, the speed of the KV-3 is very detrimental. It's probably the biggest weakness of this tank. There we go. M4. Okay, I'm not worried about him either. I can ding on these guys all day. That guy has a derp though. Yeah, he doesn't want any of this. Okay. He's gonna try to do it again. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. This 122 is gonna screw you up, so. Again, Sherman. I don't know what he's doing. I'm gonna try to. I don't think I can creep up there. I can't. It's a dead end. So, instead of dead ending, I'm gonna come this way. I saw a 3485 over here. While they do have a big gun, his armor is soft. I should be able to pin him. Why does it do that? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Okay. There's not going to be anything I can do. Oh, here we go. Wow, missed him. These things are pretty fast. Need to get a shot on this guy, but I'm not going to reload fast enough. Those things with the magazines are pretty crazy. If they can get deep. Like he's about to. Nah, he's probably going to die before he gets too deep. One more shot and he's dead. In fact, nope. Ah, here we go. Chance to redeem myself. That guy gets in my way. There we go. He's dead. Schmuck. Schmuck's dead. And, who's that? T-3485. He's who I really wanted to kill. Okay, so let's do some flank moves now. This is probably gonna get me killed. Oh, come on, really? Stairs? Stairs are gonna keep me down? Oh, here we go. What is he doing? Okay, he's dead. I'm just getting lucky here, I guess. All the guys that I can jack up are popping into my view. Little dangerous here. But I want to help my buddies flank. Oh, nobody's here to flank. My map's not updating. My mini-map. See, it still says I'm looking that direction. I'm really not. So here we go. Where is that guy? Huh. Okay, well, let's hit this guy then. Can't see him either. Okay. Oh, can I? No. Alright, I'm going to help flank this IS. KV might be able to hit me. Try to... Oh, he's waiting for me. I'll just wait. Let's get this guy instead. Oh, I can't really hit him. There we go. I must have missed. So, this is going to be... Oh, here he comes. He knows I shot. Now he's going to take a shot at me. Go, IS-3. Pop out, bro. He's going to give him his side armor probably, though, because he's dumb. Go. Oh, well, whatever. He's not going to... Coppola? Nope. See, side armor. Don't do that, guys. You know what? That turret is ridiculous. Just put that turret right in the guy's face. Whoa, 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 whoa. Got the tiger in my face, dude. He really should be flanking that guy. He's a tier higher. Nah, he doesn't even know how to drive. So we pretty much got this. I don't know what this guy... Go! Fine, I'll take a shot. I don't care. There we go. Now I'm just going to flank. Okay, he's probably going to kill me because this guy, the IS-3, is being a total moron. Kill him, bro! Okay, he's dead. Okay, so he's gone. Let's get this tiger. Really, the IS-3, he's got the stock turret. It's got like over 200 armor on it. You should have turreted right up on the IS. Okay, he's dead. Not a lot I can do there. Okay, can't... Can I flank? Can I flank this guy? Here we go. Sup, noob? Alright, you're dead. So, this is a much better game than I even expected. But the KV-3 is a beast. I mean, it's a force to be reckoned with. As you've seen, 5 kills. Pretty damn good. Especially since I was like less than halfway up on the list there. So, almost a top gun. If I'd have got that tiger, I probably would have got a top gun. No achievements. It's kind of odd for how good of a game I had, but very good game, 1,700 point game, one of my best matches ever, and it's pretty awesome. See you guys later.